I know that none of these things are actually relevant.
No,
but only
he's close.
Only looks alone.
And, no.
And,
I mean, you
yes,
scrambled for that.
I did.
So it's full spoiler cast? Yeah.
For shows, yeah.
For reacts, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Rebels React to The Mandalorian Chapter 1. My name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan. Is that what they're officially calling it?
Yes, that's what the episode is called.
Who wants to go first?
This is the new Disney Plus original show, the first ever Star Wars live action show. You can go first.
This is one of my favorite Star Wars things ever.
It's so cool.
Like, ever.
It was so cool.
Like,
it was gorgeous.
Like, knowing that this is a show.
Yeah. I want so much more right now.
I don't need it right now.
I'm so happy
But I'm legitimately happy there's not a second episode available.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's just thinking about this one concentrated episode.
35 minutes of
39 minutes.
Including credits.
Their credits were amazing. Best credits I've ever seen. Not the very end credits, but the before credits.
They were
with
cool.
The, like, you redo the episode almost. And
yeah.
Like, go through
It wasn't
everything.
in order, which was weird.
No, but I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would have been
probably better. But
I don't know. I was just, they were cool shots. Yeah.
What was your favorite thing? Or what's your number one like reaction? Like what?
Oh my God. So this just permeates Star Wars.
Yeah.
The feel, like, and I know you mentioned it, the practical effects definitely adds to that. It had a little bit of CG, but it was done perfectly.
It made it felt respectful towards like the original Star Wars movies.
It feels like the original Star Wars movies. It feels
but just crisp and so perfect.
I would agree 7 feels like that.
Yeah, because they did a lot of practical stuff.
When I think back on it, I kind of get that feel from 8 too. Mainly because the islands that they were on. But this was like, the thing that stood out to me the most was the characters, the people, and using real people as alien. All the costume design in this is some of the best, and makeup is some of the best I've ever seen.
So the little guy who he met, Mr. I Have Spoken, the little guy writing, what was it called? A blurb?
Spoken, yeah.
He was incredible.
Yep.
Somehow, in a matter of 3 minutes,
yep,
I fell in love with the character.
And that sums up this entire episode.
Yeah.
They hit it a 10 out of 10 on every single beat, every single scene, every single image, every single prop, every single costume.
I haven't even seen the Mandalorian's face, and I care so much about him. Like I
You know who's playing him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I'm saying like he's just a dude in a suit in armor.
Yeah.
But you still from the way he's talked, like I care and I want him to do well.
Yeah. There was a few subtle hints where he does stuff different. I can't process the end right now. I'm like gonna cut that off right when they go in. They blow down the door at the end, and it's that iconic shot that you've been seeing everywhere.
Yeah, of the two of them.
I'm gonna end my brain there right now and focus on that part of the episode because I was thinking so much about that.
Okay.
I can't even comprehend the end.
Oh, okay, so quick question. What is Pedro Pascal's natural accent?
I don't know.
This, or is it like Game of Thrones?
I don't like to think about that kind of stuff.
I don't either. They both sound great. So
all
like,
I
was very confused when I heard his voice in this. I'm like, why are there so many American accents in this show?
I don't pin his accent on anything. Okay,
but you know what I mean though.
Like that didn't go through my head.
It was just
the only thing that went through my head when he spoke was, "Oh my God, his voice is perfect."
I like it. I do like it
for
a
the
lot.
Character. I love it.
The blue guy was distracting to me. The way he just sounded.
I liked it though.
So normal.
But I liked it because I've never seen a Star Wars character like that.
And it was fine. But it threw me off for a second. I'm like, this is odd.
I think that was intentional.
Yeah.
I think that was intentional because it played off him. Like it was very like aware. But like when I started it, I was like not prepared. And I feel like having him just kind of was like
eases you into it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, who's this? Like we're fumbling around this new show.
Right.
By the end of it, it's like, oh, we're in Star Wars, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
And I think that's why I didn't mind him at the beginning, And I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, this dude is a weird. I was like, how do I feel about this?
He kind of acclimates
like,
you.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
And I've never seen that kind of an alien in Star Wars played by a person that also still really looks like an alien. They nailed that.
It was
whatever
the
that
mouth
is.
movements were perfect. He also introduced us to our first ever Star Wars toilet. Never seen one.
What did he call it? The vac tubes?
I think so.
Something like that.
Vac tubes.
Gotta go get everything sucked out of my butt.
He had to evacuate his thorax.
Yeah.
I didn't love.
I liked that because it was uncomfortable, and he did that intentionally.
How did he open up his armory with like just 3 button clicks?
So at first I was like, oh, maybe they're gonna set this guy up as he's some kind of genius. And then when he gets caught, 30 seconds later, it's like, oh, he doesn't care.
Right.
He's already 10 steps ahead of this guy.
Right.
Go down there, open my armory, try to get a gun. I really don't care.
So there was one point when it kind of like turns to all the carbonated people, and then it fades back. I was expecting to see him behind. I'm like, oh no, he's not there. And then it does it again, and then it comes back. I'm like, yes, there he is.
It's so good.
I knew he was gonna be right there.
I knew he was gonna show up somehow, but the timing was great. Like they hit you. You're really like, there he is.
He's on it.
Yeah. Have you watched Clone Wars?
Yeah.
You watched all of Clone Wars. Yep. Rebels you haven't watched, but I don't think Rebels applies here. The entire Mandalorian lore I am fascinated with. It all started with the look of Boba Fett.
Right.
Clone Wars really expanded the Mandalorian lore. Who are these people? What's going on with them? So on and so forth. That they've got this ancient mystique. And I've always felt like that was such a cool thing that Star Wars had.
Yeah.
And to do it out of a costume design is incredible. And all I was thinking was, oh my God, they're doing it. Like, we're diving into Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I would hope so.
We're making it a legit, but even the name of the show, like looking at his armor, I don't know, the entire armor making sequence.
That was so cool.
You have no idea what's going on.
So the thing he got that was from Mandalore.
It's some kind of material. And he's gonna
build out his suit.
I love it.
Like a video game.
Yeah. Oh, that's what this episode made me think of.
Yeah.
Was like a video game in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want a video game like this, where you're kind of going around and I think Fallen Order actually will potentially scratch that. But
so just there's not a lot that happens in this episode. Just generally, he turns in some bounties. He acquires a new one from some like weird kind of like post-Empire looking people. Goes to the planet.
Oh, Werner Herzog.
Yeah, he was cool
with the dirty stormtroopers.
What was up with the guy with the sunglasses? Have we ever seen glasses in Star Wars before? No one wears glasses.
Maybe somewhere.
I don't think anyone wears
stuff
glasses.
Like that stands out. No, initially I thought he was the defective Imperial pilot from Rogue One, and then I realized no, he's the evil, corrupt CEO from Venom. I believe that's who that was.
Could be.
Anyways, I was gonna say the scene where he does go in the canteen and he talks with that guy. I loved that whole sequence because I there's something about that back and forth. Who was that guy?
Who was he?
Because all I wanted to know was why was he doing this?
Right. He had calamarian currency.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
That was so cool.
Also, I love that they're called calamari.
Mon Calamari.
That's hilarious.
That's their planet. I believe that's their planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, all the different currency, we've never really seen that. So you've got credits, you've got Imperial credits.
Right.
Oh, those aren't good. The Empire's nothing now.
But he made it seem like you could still use them.
But they're probably maybe not everywhere. Think about it. They couldn't use Republic credits on Tatooine.
True.
Like, it's not always going to work.
True.
I don't take I don't know, whatever it was.
But he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for this family of Mandalorians that he has on this planet.
I don't know what that was about.
He like turns everything in.
I love this hallway where they're all wearing the helmets, and even the children.
Kids, yeah.
But we saw the back of their head. I know. So were they wearing helmets?
I don't know.
We'll see. But I love how everybody's just wearing their helmet.
It's pretty funny. And they're all great. Like kind of different too. Yeah. Like her helmet was kind of pretty special. Cool. Yeah.
I also had a little bit of a moment where I was like, is Boba Fett gonna show up at some point?
Oh my God.
Because this is after 6, before 7.
And we don't. Do we know?
Could we bring him back to life? Please
he
bring
is
him back.
alive.
Nope, not confirmed.
Okay.
He dies in the Sarlacc pit.
Right.
Currently,
Right.
that's the canon ending for him.
Right.
I'd love for him to actually
That would be
be
incredible.
alive and then die.
No.
But kind of like Darth Maul.
Because I don't think Boba's necessarily evil. He had a pretty messed up everything after his dad being murdered.
Yeah, I think he
was a normal kid.
He could be an interesting character.
He loved
play.
to read.
Make him old, and you can get the.
Did you ever read those books?
No.
There was like a librarian on what's the planet? The raining Camino. He would always go and like pick up books and turn them back in and read. I don't know if I guess it's not canon, but it was at the time. So I mean, why would I not accept that?
I don't accept anything non-canon. I'm very.
But it was at the
stingy.
time.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to think about.
He was just a normal kid, and then he watched his dad get murdered by a Jedi, and then he wanted to be a bounty hunter, which is what his dad was. Like, he's not a bad guy necessarily.
That's all he knew.
Yeah, I think he could be redeemed.
I would love a redemption.
Yeah,
in this show.
Yeah. Should we talk about the end?
So after he gets his bounty, he heads to this planet where he meets.
I have spoken,
and rides the blurgs to the little village, and then he looks down his scope and he sees that there's a IG droid that has just shown up, and he's like, damn it.
IG-11.
Was it IG-11?
Yeah.
Now I've got to get down there because he's going to start shooting everything, and that's
mess
what
everything
he does.
up.
He starts shooting everything, and it was awesome.
Because we've never really seen him in action.
No.
At all. No, actually, we haven't at all.
Only in Shadows of the Empire, where he is impossible to defeat. Shout out to the N64 game.
Which we played before we went to go see Solo for the first time.
And I loved seeing this droid in action.
So cool.
I kept looking at his head because I kept thinking of the stuff
cantina.
in the cantina.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I love this entire universe and
His-
how real they're making it
His
feel.
eyes spin around, his like torso spins around, his legs spin around.
As he steps over people and it just twists, and I'm like, this is amazing.
He's so cool.
Design is just incredible.
He seems terrifying, which
Absolutely
from what
horrific.
you know from like lore,
Yeah.
you know that he's supposed to be terrifying, but you don't really know why. Like
I was
I
always
get
like,
it now.
this dude, and yeah, this legitimized that for sure.
Right.
I was gonna say legitified.
I like legitified.
I might create that word.
It doesn't sound wrong.
No, I'm gonna create that word. Mark it here.
So they decide to work together to get inside this building to find their bounty.
Yep.
IG-11 decides numerous times that we're screwed. I'm just gonna self-destruct, and he's like, no, hold on.
It was good. That
got
wasn't
this.
overdone. It was perfect.
No. He had like shades of K2SO, just like very kind of like dry, and
They've nailed droid humor with
Yeah.
K2SO, the one in Solo, and now this. They are on point with droids.
yeah, they get it.
Yep.
Because this guy almost didn't even seem like he would have a personality, but he does.
And I was contemplating that. I'm like, what if you come around? Like, you thought he started to care about him? I thought that I figured they'd be partners moving forward.
Yeah.
And oh my God, his move. So they get cornered,
Yes.
and it's all done. They've brought in a big gun, and they're firing at him. And then what do they do?
He IG-11 distracts them by getting shot a bunch, and then the Mandalorian, who is nameless so far, just the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
He should have a name though at some point, I think, right?
We'll see.
He like harpoons the thing, pulls it, shoots the guy in control of it.
We'll call him Carl.
Yeah.
No.
And then hops on this like giant turret cannon
While
and
it's
just
spinning.
wrecks everybody.
While he gets it spinning and then takes everybody out in one spin.
Yep. He's so badass.
And then, yeah, that was amazing.
And then they proceed to use the same gun to open the door.
Yep. Which was
super cool.
the
the
shot.
shot.
That real? Was that a practical effect? It seemed like
I mean,
it was
the
a
lasers
No,
were added,
but
but all the explosion.
and then
for
the door
sure.
coming down, right?
Maybe not in real time, but yeah,
That was amazing.
that was a great shot. And then just to have the silhouette of them standing there.
Yep.
Incredible. Like that's an iconic shot of
Yep.
all of Star Wars, I feel like.
It's amazing.
And then there's one last little guy in there, and boom, he shoots him. And then he has his little tracker that's taking him to this bounty, the person that they're trying to, this 50-year-old that they're hunting.
Asked how old was he? And 50 years old.
50 years old. And
there's like a white pod capsule thing, and immediately you're like, that's not a person. That's a container, a small container. Okay. And he clicks a couple buttons and opens it up, and you're thinking, oh, this is a baby of some sort. And I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder who this baby's going to be.
I had forgotten about the 50 years thing at this point.
I had also forgotten. And then they mentioned it a couple times as they were opening it.
Yes.
To remind you. And it leans in, and you have a little green baby, 50-year-old.
Whatever he is.
I forget what his species is.
A little Yoda.
A little baby Yoda.
So cute.
And it's like one of my favorite things ever.
I would have never, ever, ever thought of that.
Never.
I never thought, like, what did Yoda look like as a kid? For some reason.
I've thought about that before.
Yeah.
I've wanted to see more of his species.
Yeah.
And we've never gotten to see it.
Except for Yaddle.
And that was just a really knockoff
It's a throwaway
Yoda.
thing. Yeah.
Same age, like essentially pointless. This, there clearly is something. The Empire wants it dead.
It's important. Yeah.
So one of my initial reactions was, is this Yoda reincarnate?
Right.
But
what if he's like a phoenix?
But it's not.
No.
Because established it's not.
Because the 50 years thing wouldn't make sense.
No, because he is a ghost later.
That too. But also, 50 years ago would have been like, I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Before he died. So this thing was alive during like the original trilogy as a super young baby.
Yeah.
Because I don't think this is long after.
Was it alive during the prequel trilogy?
I don't know. I want to know exactly when this takes place. I think
bet
they
it's
said, right?
before the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I bet it's before the Clone Wars. I know. I don't know. It's just there's
revelation just crossed through my brain.
There's gotta be something.
Oh my god, dude.
Little baby Yoda.
It was so cute.
It was adorable. And the IG-11 droid immediately wanted to kill it.
Apparently that's what he was told to do.
And the other guy was not told to kill it, only if necessary.
Only if, yeah. He would have gotten paid significantly less if he confirmed kill.
Which is interesting. Maybe they assumed the IG droid couldn't get it back alive.
Do you think they were both sent by the same person?
So who did they kill? Who were all those people that they killed that was defending this thing?
Were they,
That just totally flipped me because we were on his side.
I know. But they were protecting little baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
And it's been there for it's probably been there for 50 years or a long time. And person after person after
has
person
come to try to assassinate this thing.
And it's caused so much whatever. And that's over now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I can't wait.
Weren't those like Honda's race of people?
Is a mix. Yeah.
I think they were the same kind of people. Yeah. So IG-11 wants to kill him. So then the Mandalorian shoots him in the brain.
And I was like, oh, so he's not a partner and he's off the show.
Yeah. I was expecting him to be on for a while.
Yeah.
So do you know who that was?
Who?
IG-11.
In terms of voice?
Yes.
I don't look at that, but I know somebody was Taika Waititi.
It was Taika.
There you go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love him.
And then the show ends. He kind of like does like a little finger thing too. He like kind of like wiggles his finger at him. He's like,
it was like this.
He like goes to. I was expecting the baby Yoda to like reach up and grab his hand.
He slightly reached up a
Did
little.
he?
Yeah, and then that was immediately the title card after. I loved it. The blur. Real quick shout out. The blurgs were one of the best Star Wars creatures I've seen in a long time.
They're really good.
Instantly,
because they were CGI, but they looked amazing.
Oh no, they were incredible. That entire sequence when they were writing them, like this just is Star Wars to a T.
Yep.
Like
even when he's looking down the scope and the things move kind of weird, like they do in Episode 4 when Luke's looking at the banthas. Everything just looks goofy, but like it feels like Star Wars.
It's perfect. It was perfect.
It was.
This is one of my favorite. It's now like, oh my goodness, like this definitely ranks over mini movies, and it was one episode.
Yeah. What?
I put this above the prequel, easily.
I do too.
The quality too was just better.
That helps a lot.
Like, wow.
Dude,
I wasn't expecting that level of instantaneous. Like, I was confident. I was excited, but I was like, temper your expectations. Like, and it was just every beat. The part where they were on the ice getting back to the ship, and the guy driving, you know who he is, right?
No.
He's a big, tall guy that plays really kind of slow talking, funny characters on shows. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was him. And I was like, oh, how great. And then he gets eaten by the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how appropriate.
It was horrific.
Oh my God. Yeah. I love that whole sequence.
I want to know all these planets. I want to know what they're called.
Just want to go watch it again.
Yeah, I will. I'll probably watch it with my dad.
I'm going to watch it with Maya.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. Okay. Well, with that, chapter 1 done. 10 out of 10. Can't wait for chapter 2.
Hell yeah.
Friday.
Yep. Just a few days from now. Thank you for watching. We have a podcast where we talk about movies and shows and stuff like this and video games called the Huber Rebels Podcast. You can find it on this here YouTube channel. But until then, my name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan. We are the Huber Rebels.
See you later.
See ya in like 20 minutes when we're going to do the podcast. Bye.